Emma Kosin Bantabadal. Hope you all are good. Hope you all are well. I know that there's no one who's expecting me tonight. It's been quite some time not being here. However, yeah, when the spirit permits and the network permits, let's do the job. So today we are going to be unpacking Amakhosi, Elanga, and the sun gods, which is the same, Amakhosi, Elanga, and the sun gods. So sometime last year, I once shared a teaching about time and spirituality, and I made examples. I remember I made examples about the two element of people, and I made examples of people that are born in the night, people that are born at night, they fall under the earth, they fall under the water element. And I mentioned that people that are born during the day, they fall under the earth element. And I remember making up an example, Loguti, for someone who is born under the water element, that person doesn't have a destiny. That person doesn't have a purpose. Okay, you might have a purpose, but they don't have a destiny that would say it's ahead of them, it's waiting for them somewhere. But for someone who is born during the day, that person has a destiny that is waiting ahead of them. And I remember making up an example, Loguti, water. Wait, let me see. Yeah, that's all. And I remember making up example that water stores memories. Water stores energy in itself. So if water stores energy and water stores memories in itself, it means that a person who is born under the water element, loyo muntu loyo, they don't have a destiny that is ahead. But why? It's because of every day when they wake up to their destiny. They create their own destiny. The memories they create each and every day, the decisions that that person takes each and every day sharpens, captivate the destiny. So lo muntu lo lives on everyday destiny yakhe. So if he wakes up today and say, I no longer want to be with you, changes changes the destiny. It every part of their decision that they take, it changes their destiny, it cultivates their destiny. But for someone who is born during the day, who falls under the earth element, that person has the destiny. It's because of umhlaba doesn't store memories, but umhlaba stores data, or umhlaba stores the DNA and the trace of the DNA. So kusho ukuthi wena njengoba uzelwe and you fall under the earth element, basically that means there are certain footsteps that you have to walk to. Kuney'nyathelo okumele uhambe kuzona, kuney'nyathelo zamadlozi akini that you, and those footprints, those footsteps are your destiny. They are heading to the destiny. They are heading to the destiny that you have been brought. Which, why are you here? What are you here to do? Uzowenzani? You get me? Now, someone asked and say, Makhosi, I hear you that you are mentioning people from the earth and the water element, that the one who's born under the Ozalwe Ipsugu falls under the water element, then Ozalwe Emini falls under the earth element. Then someone asked Uguti, Makhosi, if what about the air and the fire element? Then I said, in that case, you would have to check their zodiac signs. You'd have to understand their zodiac signs. Study their characters. It's when you'll get to understand. Then I made an example, Ngati. For instance, if someone is an Aquarius according to their own zodiac signs, that would tell you ukuthi they are the air element, even though bazalwe emini, but they are the air element. What does that mean? It means ukuthi they are governed by the air element but grounded by the earth element. Do you understand what I'm saying? They are governed, their governing element, it's the air element because it's part of her zodiac sign, his or her zodiac sign. But he or she is grounded by the earth element. So it's one of those people that you would find they are able to pick up personalities from other zodiac signs or from other people who belong to other zodiac signs. Then they are able to say, okay. There's a star there. There's an option that has a star somewhere there. You click it, and then I think it will show you the stars that you're supposed to buy and stuff like that. But there's an option there. Where was I? Yeah. Then that's when you'll figure out, okay, it's fine. This person is governed by this particular element, but grounded by this particular element. Sharp. Out with that one. Now, time and spirituality, time in itself, it is ruled by Amakhosi Welanga. It is ruled by the sun gods. Why? It is because the sun has captured every database, every evolution, every civilization that has happened under the sun. It has seen everything since the beginning of time. So when I say time, it is ruled by Amakhosi Langa. Yes, it can be ruled by all the universal spirits, but it is mostly governed by Amakhosi Langa because the sun has been there, the sun and the moon have been there since the beginning of time. Now, if time in itself, it is ruled by Amakhosi Langa or the sun gods, that has to make sense to you, Uguti, when you dream. Immediately if you dream and then time is reversed in a dream, then automatically you need to know that the dream comes from the sun gods or the dream comes from Amakhosi Langa. Immediately the dream, the timeline in the dream doesn't match the timeline that you are in, then you need to know that no, the dream it is brought by, or the particular ancestor that is bringing this dream to me falls under Amakhosi Langa, my Makhosi Langa. So I'll make an example. I'll make a few examples so that you understand. One of the most common dreams that people would have is when they dream themselves being in school. But have you noticed that in most cases when you dream yourself usesikolweni, you don't always dream yourself. You could be a 36-year-old woman, but you dream yourself as a primary. Why? You could be a 42-year-old man, but you dream yourself as a high school. Why? Why specifically that timeline? Why not varsity? Because you've been to varsity. Why not college? Because you've been to college and all of that. But why specifically would it shift and put you into that exact timeline in itself? It is because of that specific timeline. If the dream shifts you and puts you in and shift you to a primary school timeline or your high school timeline, at that particular moment, at that particular timeline, something happened which relates to what you are experiencing at this current moment. Something happened which it has a connotation to what you are experiencing at this current moment. How so, Makhosi? Let's say you're trying to make an example. Okay, this might not be the exact example, but okay, I will use it just so that you understand. Let's say you now and again you dream yourself as a primary. Now you dream yourself as a primary. Ugcoke impahla, ugcoke uniform, and you keep on dreaming this dream, only to find out. Now you get to ask yourself, why must I dream myself here? Only to find out this dream, it is brought by your maternal grandmother, who acts as your son, your makhosi welaka, your maternal grandmother or your paternal, yes, let's say your maternal grandmother. This dream is brought by her. But now and again you keep on dreaming yourself, ulapo. It is because, but if you go back and check the timeline with what actually happened in Nkatsing primary, you'd realize at that moment or at that timeline use primary, what actually happened is that you lost your grandmother. That is the timeline ashona ngayo, washona wena bose primary. Now what does that have to do with that? It's because of you are in a spiritual journey and you don't understand ukuthi who is your lead guide or ubani or pet at that particular time, who's leading you at that particular time. The ancestor in itself, it won't show itself as it is, especially because of when we start our physical journey, when we start our spiritual journeys, we are the ancestors that start with us. Most cases, it's these ancestors that act as our karmic or our Mdao spirits. Now, if Ugogo comes as your Mdao spirit, that is there to say, I act as your Mdao, at the very same time I act as your Stunywa, because I have to be your lead guy, I have to guide you to whatever destiny or whatever purpose you are heading to. Now, because dreams are riddles and because dreams are meant to be unpacked, she won't just pop up herself and say, hey, how are you? This is me. Get that speaker, get that duke, get that what, and all of that. But you'd have those wriggle dreams. So she would bring school. She will show you school in primary school and all of that. Only because she comes as your Mdao spirit. And ngalesikhathi when I was in primary, a certain karmic event happened in empilweni yakho. And the karmic event that happened is that you lost her. You lost her. That is why she comes using that timeline, that specific timeline. Ngaleso sikhathi usesikolweni. Same applies to dreams whereby you dream ukufa komuntu, a funeral of someone. But now and again when you dream this funeral, it's like it's new. Time is being reversed. It's like it's new. Ngaleso sikhathi leso, it's like uphupha ukufa kagogo wakho, but it's like umngcwabo unamhlanje. It's like the funeral, it's happening today, everything it's new and all of that. It's because you are holding a certain memory at that particular time. And that person, that message comes from that particular timeline. The karmic event happened at that particular timeline. That is why uboniswa that. That is the example that I wanted to make. Same applies if you dream yourself ugijinyiswa or ugijima. But you keep on running. It's like inyawo zakho ziyasindelwa. It's like you heavy or kunabantu abagijimisayo, but when you are running, the next thing you are jumping or the next thing you're trying to fly or you fly or something like that. Time, it's reversed there. You are failing to run as such as you are failing to run ngale ndlela kumele ngabe ugijima ngakhona. It's because you are stuck in a certain timeline. Your emotions and your growth is stuck in a certain timeline. So now the spirit of the universe, the timeline, the time frame in the universe, the people, the men, abantu laba abagijimisayo in that dream, they represent isikhathi. Mankind. Time was created by mankind as an illusion. So they represent isikhathi njengoba kugijimisa kanjena. So as you are running, it's more like they are saying time is pushing you. You're supposed to be somewhere by now. You are supposed to be vibrating in a certain level, in a certain vibration, but you are still stuck to this low vibration of yourself, to this self version of yourself, which it's vibrating very low. It's time to grow. It's time to move forward. You understand? Then it's when now you start to uyajumpa, or you're trying to fly. Why are you flying? You are removing yourself from the earth element, where you've been grounding yourself, where you've been comfortable too much. It's more like the earth element, it's your comfort zone. But now the universe is kind of saying, come to the celestial side, grow with us, come and experience some things, fly instead of you walking. Sharp. Now, Makosi, you are teaching us about Amakhoselanga, you are teaching us about the sun gods. Who are they to us? Mina ezinqobile, mina ezophumzile. Obani, if I want to see them physically, who are they? Who are these people? Are they even entities? Are they even beings? Yes, they are. They are definitely beings. And if you want to see Amakhoselanga in your own DNA, in your own version, Amakhoselanga, they are your father's side of the family. They are your paternal side of the family and your mother's paternal side. They just belong to the paternal side. Your paternal side, your father's paternal side, and your father's maternal side. But to you, you don't get to separate. It's just your paternal side. And then you pick up your mother's maternal side. Guys, can you hear me? Because I'm not seeing any likes, I'm not seeing any comments, so I'm quite concerned if you can actually hear me. But let me continue. I'll hear from your comments. So it will only be your paternal side and your mother's paternal side. That's where Amakhoselanga. That's where Amakhoselanga would literally come from. They are basically the DNA of all mankind. So they are the type of ancestors that carry the seed. Now, if they are the ones that carry the seed, it means ukuthi abanikazi bempande yemali. Abanikazi bempande yemali, abantu abayiphethe imali ngezandla zayo. Abantu that are supposed to give you the funds that you are requiring. All materialistic things, they come from them. They are the ones that are supposed to give you that. Now, for you to understand Amakhoselanga, I want us to go back to a certain timeline. Let's go back to the Egyptian Kemet science. And then let's take two gods. Let's take God Ra and let's take Sekhmet. Now, if you read the story of Sekhmet, you are told that Sekhmet was created from the sun gaze of her father, which is God Ra, and Sekhmet was the war goddess. She killed tribes and tribes, the ones that were not following the laws and stuff, and breaking and Stondoni and Dondoni. She tasted the blood, and when she tasted the blood, she kept on killing and killing up until the gods decided to dye a sea and make it red so that it looks like blood. But the sea was actually wine, like alcohol in it. And then when she drank it, she fell asleep. And who is Sekhmet? Sekhmet is the goddess or the daughter of God Ra. Now, That is the Egyptian Kemet, right? And then you go to the Bible. You go to the Bible, then you discover Jesus Christ and Mary. Now, Mary was a virgin, and the Spirit of God chose Mary, that she shall be the one who shall bear the prince, who shall bear the Son of God, who shall bring the Spirit of God, the Son of God into existence in a human flesh. And when you look at the Bible, Mary is the mother to Jesus, right? Sharp. Go back to the Kemet, to the Egyptian Kemetic science. Goddess Sekhmet rules in the night, and God Ra rules in the day. Basically, Sekhmet is the moon, and Ra is the sun. So it's a balance of masculinity and femininity. Sharp. Bonke bobabili bashiyelana isikhala. When you look at the relationship between the sun and the moon, when you look at the relationship between Sekhmet and Ra, it's that during the night, Sekhmet is the mother to God Ra. And when it hits the dawn in the morning, Sekhmet gives birth to God Ra. And during the day, with his sun gaze, God Ra is the father to Sekhmet, and Sekhmet is the daughter to God Ra. And when the sun gaze on earth as the sun sets, God Ra gives birth to Sekhmet, the daughter. The very same relationship you find in the Bible. Where in the beginning of the Bible, in John and Matthew and stuff, Mary is the mother to Jesus Christ. And Jesus is the Lamb of God. Ke konyana ya Modimo. But at the end of the Bible, towards the Revelation, Mary is the daughter to Jesus, and Jesus is the father to Mary. And Mary and Jesus is no longer Konyana ya Modimo, but now he is the Lion of Judah. Ingonyama ka Judah. Now what does that have to do with this Makosi? When you are experiencing the sun gods, or when you are experiencing a Makosi Langa, they will always come as duality. They will always present themselves as the yin and the yang, the masculinity and the femininity, each one drawing power from the other one, each the balance of the duality of the total of all polarities. That means if you would experience your grandmother, who is the mother of your father from the paternal side, you would experience her, not her alone. It's either you experience her with her husband, which is the father of your father, or you experience her with her father, which is your great-great-father. So someone has to be God Ra, and someone has to be Sekhmet. Someone has to be Mary, and someone has to be Jesus. You experience amakhoselanga in the African spirituality as the sun gods, as the Egyptian Kemet, and you experience them in the religious form of it as Jesus Christ and Mary. Now, that would be the high vibration of amakhoselanga. The low vibration, they will have to come as amadlozi. The higher vibration, they come as universal spirits. They come as imimoya yemvelo. But if they are in their low vibration, they will come as amadlozi. Now, if you see them as in their whole high vibration, you would see them ngama garments that they would give you. It's when now we give birth to isithunywa saka red and yellow. Isithunywa saka red and white. Isithunywa saka red and green. Isithunywa saka green and white. When now you'd find someone having a spiga, a sea red and yellow. When now you find someone having a spiga, a sea yellow with a white cross at the back. When now you find someone having ijazi, a little red, full red with a white cross at the back. When now you find someone having ijazi, half red and half green. When now you find someone having ijazi eli green, full green with a cross at the back and a moon and the sun, or not a moon and the sun, maybe the moon and the stars, or the sun and the moon be it a half moon or a full moon in itself. All these garments that I've mentioned, they fall under makhoselanga. How so, Makhosi? The Sthunya Saka red and yellow would now be the relationship of Sekhmet and God Ra. Because Sekhmet was a goddess of war. She fought izimpi. So there's so much blood that is covering her. That would be the red part of it. That means Sekhmet comes as Ibutho Nguwe. But she at the very same time, as much as she's the war, she still carries that femininity. Now it's where you see femininity in its masculine form. I don't know if you understand me. It's when now you see femininity in its masculine form. You see femininity as red, the masculinity, but at the very same time, it's still femininity because there's a moon there. Now you understand why people say abafazi, they are very strong when they are in their menstrual cycle, especially if it's a full moon. Do you understand now which spirit awakens during that season? Now, as Sekhmet is the red, God Ra will be the yellow part of it. He is the sun. Now you find isithunya sani saka red and yellow. Even ngisho naleso siphika leso or lelo jazi ophiwe lona, you need to check ukuthi how are the colors situated. Is it a penduga? Is it a flip side like this? Or is it a jewel, like half like that? Or is it full yellow with a red collar? Or is it red with a yellow collar? Which one is it? Then I mentioned that it's where also you find someone with ispiga, esi yellow, full yellow, with a white cross. But now, if you are given it with a white cross, it means now the type of a sun god or a type of amakhoselanga, whoever's dlozi, whoever's tunywa, chooses to present itself or chooses to give you isithunywa esinjalo, isiphika esinjalo or ijazi elinjalo, conforms to Christianity, believes in Christianity. It's someone owashona ekhuleka, it's someone owashona ekhulile esontweni esonta. Because the yellow speaker with the white cross will definitely mean it'll definitely be Jesus. It's just Jesus. He is the sun, the yellow. The white cross there. But now if it's the white cross, it means it's the spirit. That ancestor believes in the Holy Covenant. That ancestor actually believes in the New Testament of God. That's why it's a white cross, because it's the Holy Spirit. Ivangeli, phela, khawuna selekani. There's no blood that is there. It will only have blood if that ancestor believes in the old covenant, selekani sa khale, sa Moshe li Abrahama. And if that ancestor believes in the old covenant, that garment will have a yellow speaker or yellow jazz with a red cross, which means there's a covenant of some sort. Ke modimo wa Leviticus, ke modimo wa baprista, ke modimo wa setšheso. Kunemihlatshelo thizeni that you have to do for that ancestor. Then you would find did I mention red and green? If it will be red and green, now you are receiving a particular ancestor that acts like ubugedla, impande yomhlaba, the green, the nature. But at the very same time, that particular ancestor comes as ibutho lakho. Yilabo omkhulu abathi mabefika bafuna amahawu, they want a shield, they want imikhonto, they are always ready for any war that it may come. Where do they fall? They fall under the segment. They fall under segment. They fall under the blood of segment. Now, if they fall under the blood of segment, that tells you ukuthi they only hunt and they only attack at night. You don't experience their energy during the day. You only experience it at night. Now, if they only work at night, that says a lot about them. You know. Then you find ispiga or ijazi like a green and white. Now that would be a type of a sun god, but kind of a mountain. A mountain's tunywa. I Calvary leyo. I Golgotha. If you be given a green garment with white symbols, full green with white symbols, a Calvary leyo, a Golgotha. There's that particular ancestor acts like his tunya sako, but he or she is not your stunywa. She is your mdawo. She is the karmic mdawo ancestor. The one that says you must go through hardship so you can reap what you deserve. She's the one that says you are the sacrifice. Therefore, ke wena nku, ke wena konyane ya modimo. Therefore, gebele Calvary. Hambo yobethelwa esiphambanweni. But actually, as much as ukhuphuka Calvary, we don't believe in the blood. Elise Calvary. See Calvary ngokwethu, but we don't believe in the blood. We believe in the purpose of what's supposed to happen. We believe in the covenant. We believe in the oath that you made noNkulunkulu wakho. So basically, what do I mean? I'll make an example. If mangithi Calvary, iCalvary kwakuyintaba yamathambo. It had a lot of bones because so many people were crucified there. Now Calvary in itself, it's a kind of a mountain that has a spirit of death. That is Mdawu. And the Calvary ntaba, that means you'll find trees and you'll find herbs down there. The green part of it. So there's death. At the very same time, what happens at Calvary? uJesu uyabethelwa. Mebethelwa uJesu eCalvary kuchitheka kani? Kuchitheka igazi, the blood, the red. Kuchitheka amanzi, the blue. Kuphuma umoya, the white. Now you understand when I say she or he acts like Yomdawu. She is Yomdawu. She believes in She believes in the covenant that you made. The covenant was not about splitting the blood, but the covenant was about when you feel abantwana bami esiphambanweni. The death. The death is what she's on about. So if he or she is on about the death, basically she's saying the old you must die so that the new you can be born. Basically uJesu kumele afe esiphambanweni ukuze kuvuke uKristu ethuneni. Hayi awungizwa. Awungizwa. You are not hearing me. And okusho ukuthi if the signs are white at the back, it means the signs don't belong at Calvary. Only the green part of this garment belongs at Calvary, but the signs do not belong at Calvary. But the signs belong ethuneni likaJesu Kristu, because isiphambano can't be white. Isiphambano can't be white because it carried a lot of pain. Isiphambano should be red. Isiphambano should be blue. Because kwaphuma amanzi negazi enxebeni, ila konke kwafezeka khona, kwenziwa khona. So isiphambano can't be white, but isiphambano siba white nini? Isiphambano siba white mase singasekho sona physically. Once sesisuka physically, asisekho physically, then isiphambano it changes and becomes white. Because ifeziwe, mulawu uphethilwe, madiyale athulutswe. So if mulawu uphethilwe, isiphambano masishintsha siba white, it means sivuka kuphi isiphambano? Sivuka ethuneni. Asiseke eCalvary, but sesibona ethuneni. Umnikazi wasume sevuka, but asisasiboni kena. Sisibona kuphi? Sibona ngamanxeba ezandleni. Kuthi nasi isiphambano nale Calvary lila. And now you get to understand ukuthi lo muntu loyo, as much as he or she has that particular ancestor that brings that green garment with only white stars, it means ukuthi lo muntu loyo amandla wakhe asemkhulekweni nasezandleni zakhe. Allah. That person, umuntu othi makhona inkinga efamilini ukhuphuka intaba, he or she is the sacrifice. Khuphuka intaba nesambatho sakhe ahamba yokhuleka entabeni. Mekhuleka entabeni ngikutshela ukuthi makayehla whatever situation isuke ikhona. Whatever situation isuke ikhona iyaqhaqheka because usebuye eCalvary. Sebuye kuyobethelwa leyo muntu loyo. And mangithi amandla sezandleni zakhe, usho ukuthi mevuka uvuka nobungcwele obusezandleni zakhe. Umthandazi lo muntu loyo. Umthandazi, it's such people that usually they dream themselves bafake amadlava amhlophe because amandla suka sezandleni. Umthandazi lo muntu loyo, but umthandazi onobugedla. Impande yakhe, the DNA eyokuthi usese amakhosi elanga, it has to show, kumele ibonakale. So impande yokuthi usese ngamakhosi elanga sizoyibona ngempande yobunyanga anayo, because le itshalo lezi uze ikwazi ukukhula, le mithi uze ikwazi ukukhula needs the sun for them to grow. They need the sun for them to grow. So lo muntu unobugedla, but ubugedla bakhona bu-recessive, bugavenile at the very same time bu-recessive, but kunalesi sithunya that is above esingamele lo bugedla, of which isiphi ilesiyana saka yellow or ilesa sithunya saka red. Now you understand from green and white gives birth the what? Gives birth the green and yellow garment. Such people like that, when they need to connect to their sun gods, to connect to amakhoselanga abo, it's when now they are requested, it's when now you come across luyamkhulu okufuna ukuthi uyomlanda entabeni ofuna ukuthi uyokhulumisana naye entabeni. It's when now you come across luyamkhulu or luyagogo ofuna ukuthi uye emakhavini uyoxoxisana naye. That ancestor is not your water ancestor, it's not your land ancestor, it's your sun god ancestor. Makhoselanga. And you trace them if they would request you. If they would request you to visit the caves, now time takes us back. The San people, the Khoisan people, the San people. That means you are going to the caves to connect to the original DNA. Now you understand when I said Mangqala, they've seen, the sun gods have seen every type of a civilization and evolution that has happened under the sun. They've stored the memory, they've collected the data, they know, they've seen every timeline because they've been there since the beginning of time. So when they reverse time and say Hambe Makhavini, then they know that whoever that you're going to come across there, it's someone that comes from your DNA, someone that is ancient. And somehow that person has to help you to navigate your way in this new timeline that you are in. It's whereby people experience you dream of old people dreaming, talking a very ancient language, wearing very ancient things, abantu bephuma ngaphansi kwamanzi bembathe impahla or something like that. Usually when people experience such dreams, mhlambe bebona abantu bephuma ngaphansi kwamanzi or bebona abantu ngaphansi kwamanzi bekhuluma, black people and stuff and all of that, but when you look at these people, they look very ancient, they look like from a certain timeline. That dream is actually a very good dream. It's actually a very good dream that says to you, there's a communication that is happening between your mother's side and your father's side of the family. And there's a decision that they've taken, but now you are about to receive the final verdict. That is why you see old people speaking an ancient language. They are delivering a message, but you won't hear it. But there's a second dream that they're going to bring, which now has the final verdict. It's actually a very good dream, that one. It represents growth in itself. Now, I was explaining, what time is it? I should be done by half past. I was explaining amakhoselanga in their high vibration level by the giving a zambat and all of that. But what would they be in their low vibration level as idlozi? The red and white in a idlozi form will come as the red and white sun cloth. Ibailelanga, but the red and white, or the full red. And while the sun has something black, I think, along with the lion cloth, the red and white lion cloth. Remember that Sekhmet is depicted as a goddess that has a lion's head. So the lion cloth It's actually a very feminine, at the very same time masculine cloth. But it has femininity in it. But a femininity that says, a femininity that says, I am capable, I can do anything. While the sun cloth, it's a very masculine, but yet very prophetic. Very prophetic. Thank you so much for the stars. Lungelo. Thank you. But very much, and I think I saw them kumanyembe. Thank you so much also. So the sun cloth would be masculine because it's the father's, the DNA, but very prophetic. Very prophetic. The yellow. Be the Jesus. If it tends to want to believe in the Christian mythology, in Christian religion and stuff, but very prophetic. That grandmother from your father's side of the family who comes with her father, she will come using a palo along with a shisambe. But very, very karmic. Something needs to be fixed, something needs to be cleansed for them to come proper to you. That's the sad part about it, is that you have to clean them, you have to do whatever that you have to do and all of that. And most cases, these grandfathers, they hide themselves. When you get to follow their history, let me just make an example. These grandfathers that will come from our father's side of the family, or paternal sides, from your mother's paternal side or your paternal side, they will hide their faces. And when you follow their history, it's then now you get to see ntatona o ipata because of sala bulaiwa ko dinto enkae ne hona le ntwa bekayibutho and all of that, bekayinduna endaweni wabaleka ekhaya, wasuka babalekela ukhosi befuna ukumbulala, then he came to settle in eLimpopo, or he settled in where he settled and stuff. So a lot has happened. But Mauti uyambhekisisa, uyamfunisisa, he actually holds a lot of DNA in himself. He holds a lot of history. Mauti wabheka lama footprints okumele wahambe, most awacreate uye. Lawo kumele wanyathele phezu komhlaba uhambe kuwona. If you're a person that is born under the earth element, of course. If you are a water element, usiyosindela ithunya zakini mfana, ziyokulwela nje. Thank you so much, Makhosi, for the stars. You know. What else am I leaving about Makhosi Langa? They can be very manipulative. It's just that in most cases, when you receive them, they come with a lot of burdens. Hence, I'm not so much a fan of Amadlozi Baba, but at some point, I'm starting to understand them, how they work. But they're very manipulative because they don't fucking care if your father raised you or you didn't. They just don't care about that. All what they care about is you fixing what you have to do and them giving you whatever that they're supposed to give you. That's all for them. That's all. So when now you believe in this, when now you believe in that, and stuff, it's when you see the higher vibration, that I've just showed you and all of that. It's when you are given such garments, you must know that Kunelesisithunya that is trying to bypass usiko. It's actually trying to fix things, but now in a universal level, not in ancestral level. If we nganektiwa and stuff, and you are given such garments, you must know kunelesisithunya that is trying to bypass and resolve things in the universal side of it. That is why, guys, I'm so much of a fan. Yama spiritual garments, because I know amandla waso, and how they work. That's why I become very very anxious mangaphuphi somebody then ngingasithungisi, because spiritually it's like you are given a child and you are pregnant. It's like you are pregnant and then you decide to abort the pregnancy. You decide to say, I don't want this pregnancy. I actually regret myself from being pregnant. I don't want anything that is to do with this pregnancy. Be it this pregnancy brings luck, or be it this pregnancy brings blessings or whatsoever. I don't want anything to do. That's what you're actually saying. Spiritual garments are very important. And it's important that you use all of them. All of them. You just need to find time and say, especially umoya uma ukulawula. Kuba khona-ke vele lesi sambatho esibajelas kunezinye izambatho, now and again you're using it, now and again it's the one that wants to connect to you more often and stuff. Makhosi, how does someone make an offering for amakhosi elanga? Their offerings are usually done emahlani, eintabeni, emagqumeni in the case. It's when you hambisa something like isithebe, you are giving out an offering as thebe. If you decide to do iladi ehlani entabeni, now you know what you are doing it for the higher vibration. You are doing it for the higher vibration. You are doing for the yellow and white. You are doing it for the red and yellow. You are doing it for the green and white and stuff and stuff and stuff. But once you are doing it, once uhambisa iladi, uhambisa isithebe, then you know ukuthi wenzela amadlozi. You are connecting to that father side. Makhosi Nkehle, thank you. Now you know ukuthi uhambisa isithebe. Wenzela amadlozi, wenzela umkhulu wamagedla bebathwele stuff. Wenzela uyagogo bekaloya. You are converting the power. You know, that's what we are doing basically. Izazi. Some of them, they fall under amakhosi welanga. Especially izazi that presents themselves as the sun and the half moon, or the full moon in your garments. They fall under makhosi welanga. And people who have izazi ezinjalo, how do you notice them? Most of them bathwasa amakhosi. Because izazi ezinjalo, when they want to present themselves in the ancestral form, they present themselves as amakhosi omhlaba. Bayawehla ezulwini bese bayehla phezulu beze phansi emhlabeni, beze phansi emhlabeni, they present themselves as amakhosi omhlaba. And when they present themselves as amakhosi omhlaba to you, it's when now you start to dream of your leopards, your lions, your elephants, your tigers, your rhinos, your buffaloes. Then now you know what, okay, I'm experiencing amakhosi omhlaba. But it's still the very same spirit. It's just that it's different vibrations. And now if they present themselves like that, then we are humble. Now and again you get to hear people saying, unesipho samakhosi, or nomoya wamakhosi. It's either uyawuthwasela or udlela amagobongo, uyawuphakamisa and stuff, you fix that part yakhona. Once you fix it, in the ancestral side of it, what happens? They leave umhlaba, bayaphakama. They become amakhosi. They return back to their original side. They become amakhosi elanga, back to their origin. So basically, bayehlebeza phansi emhlabeni to help you balance your identity. That is why most of the people who thwasa amakhosi, I always look at them and be like, khonto bozoyilungisa msamo. That is why I don't believe in people abathwasa amakhosi maqeda besaphuma to sayophakamisa isithunywa. Never makes sense to me. Lento ithwasile isithunywa. Isithunywa lento ithwasile. So if uyaphuma uphakamisa isithunywa isiphi lesiphakamisa? Cause ngenkathi uthwasa lapha nesithunywa kumele siyiphakamisele ngokwaso automatically. So if you phakamisa isithunywa, what are you actually doing? If you're saying phakamisa isithunywa, what you're actually saying is that I am acknowledging and aligning to isithunywa as a universal and celestial spirit because I have acknowledged it as an ancestral spirit ngokuthwasa amakhosi. Basically, now you are putting a balance. Awuphakamisi, you are just putting a balance. Thenga amathusu, thenga amabhayi and stuff. You are just putting a balance. That's it. That's what you're doing. Nothing much, nothing more. The nicest and the saddest part about this year is that unyaka wamakhosi elanga. That's why I pushed to have this teaching with you. It's that unyaka wamakhosi elanga. A lot of us are going to be experiencing ancestors from our paternal side. A lot of us are going to be experiencing dreams that come from our father's side of the family. For those that have been suffering financial and stuff, amadlozi akhababeni wona aphethe imazini, especially men. If you are a female, that grandmother, ozala umkhulu ozala babakho, she is your mlozi, she is your makhosi elanga. She is the one you're supposed to align to. She is the one that's supposed to set you financially. She is the Minister of Finance. It's either her or your grandfather himself. Or that grandfather who is the father to your grandmother. The grandmother who is the mother to your father. He is the Minister of Finance. Such people that you need to align to. A lot of people are going to be receiving, a lot of people are going to be having awakening. Like I've been seeing it. People that are coming, I can say, okay, you need to resolve solve them out. Hambi benze lesithebe kube khona umkhulu ozovela athi ufuna isithebe sakhe entabeni, kube khona ugogo ozothi ufuna isiphika, kube khona ozofuna ini entontoni. You sort them out, then you receive. Like it's a this year when you are receiving spiritual garments or you are requested to do something, you must know Uti, it's not about growth. It's a nigga type of a situation. You do this, I give you that. You do this, I give you that. That's it. That's how it works. Remember that our father's side of the family, they are supposed to be the business side of us. So you cannot tell me that we're doing a business deal and then you tell me that, no, you're still growing into it, my brother. I'm not going to give you the product, but you're still growing into it. I pay the money, you give me what I have. I'm supposed to, what I bought from you. It's like a business transaction. You scratch your back, I scratch my back this year. So a lot of things that are required by our father's side of the family, we're going to start seeing them this year. That's what's going to be happening. So pay attention, do what you can. Also tell them to not demand too much. They're going to be bringing their gifts. Not everything you're supposed to take. You can choose what is it that you want. You can choose what is it that you don't want. Not everything is going to work for you. Because some of the things that they'll be bringing, and you don't want anything to do with that. So be very vigilant, be very cautious, but do what you can do best. And while you're doing it, do tell them that angikwazi ukuthula while I'm trying all my best. And yeah. None besides that, I think I've done justice if I did justice, and all the best, all the love, all the light. Izobonana nge-80 kulaba bazayo on the opening of the church. Nkulunkulu anenze kahle anikhanyisele kube umusa, kube ubungcwele, kube ukukhanya. Hamudi imali ezandla lehansitsa. Lesithi khanya.